Hello, Oak Knoll Lutheran Church. Intern Ben here for the Midweek check-in. Our text from this week comes from the Gospel of Matthew. And in it, Jesus tells his disciples that if they wish to come after him, that they must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow him. He says that those who wish to save their life will lose it, and those who lose their life for his sake will find it. 6 days after this, Jesus then takes Peter, John, and James up a mountain. After he has led them up this mountain, he shines brightly like the sun. Then the disciples hear the voice of God. They fall to the ground and are afraid. And Jesus tells them, "Get up. Do not be afraid." Now, following Jesus is not easy. We are challenged in this text to take up our cross, to deny ourselves, and to follow. Jesus was leading Peter, John, and James up a mountain. And following Jesus can be like following him up a mountain. It can be difficult. It can seem like a journey. But we do not climb this mountain alone. For Jesus is leading us, and we have each other as the body of Christ, so we can uphold one another in times of difficulty and in the good times as well. Now, the cross is the central symbol of our faith. And to take up our cross is the ultimate challenge of Christian living. The cross tells us who God is. The cross tells us of God's love, and that our God is a God who stands with those who suffer. The cross tells us that God is not some God who is far away and distant in some heavenly court, but that God is somehow present in the brokenness of your life and my life, and of the brokenness of the world. So as we follow Jesus up the mountain like Peter, James, and John did, as we take up our cross and follow, may we be reminded to not be afraid. For Jesus is leading us, and Jesus is helping us up this mountain. And Jesus stands with us in our pain, in our brokenness, and also challenges us to stand in each other's pain and brokenness, and in the world's pain and brokenness. And so to follow Jesus means to be present to these things. It means to live like Jesus did. It means to take on Jesus. It is to echo what the Apostle Paul said when he said, "It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me." And as the body of Christ, we are Jesus' hands and feet in this world. So may we be reminded as we move forward this day that even though taking up our cross is difficult, we do not have to be afraid. And we can be encouraged that God is with us in the messiness of it all. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching.